In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make 100% edible wafer paper cherry blossoms. We're going to make branches, leaves, flowers, stamens. Everything is going to be made out of wafer paper and can be eaten. Let's get started. Let's start with making our flowers. I'm going to use wafer paper. This is 0.30 millimeters wafer paper, but any single thickness wafer paper will work. And for that, I'm going to use my template from my book. I wanted to use this 5-petal larger flower for my cherry blossoms. I will take a Dresden tool to transfer my template or my shape onto my wafer paper. To speed up the process, you can fold wafer paper in 3 layers and cut 3 layers at the same time. For every cherry blossom, we will need 2 flowers, so you will need to cut quite a few like this. And I wanted to start first with shaping my wafer paper. And as always, I'm going to use my wafer paper conditioner AC Tonic, and you can find the recipe in the description to this video. I just want to give my flower a little bit of texture and shape. I'm going to apply my wafer paper conditioner on the shiny side like this. Put it on the foam pad and apply a thin layer of cornstarch to prevent my wafer paper from melting. I'm going to take my Dresden tool and just cup my petals at the ends like this. And I will set it aside to dry. We need to make sure that our flowers are fully dry before we are going to assemble them together. Now that my flowers are dry, I wanted to add a touch of petal dust to make them look like actual cherry blossoms. So I'm going to use this rather bright pink color on a brush, and I wanted to apply my petal dust only on the edges of my wafer paper cherry blossoms like this. So we have all these differences in texture and color and shapes while making our flowers out of wafer paper. That's what I have now. Let's make our stamens. I wanted to make them fully edible, and I will take a piece of wafer paper like this. So it's about maybe 2 inches by maybe 3 inches, but it doesn't matter. I'll show you the technique and you will understand how to apply that to your sizing. So for that, I will need a palette with color. I want my stamens to be bright yellow, so I'm going to use this yellow gel color, and I will add a touch of ivory because I want my flowers to be more muted, not as bright as just plain yellow color. And I'm going to add my wafer paper conditioner, and I will start painting on my wafer paper with my mixture. I'm painting my wafer paper on the bumpy side, and my goal here is to make it flexible but not to melt my wafer paper yet. So I have this part like this. I will put it on the foam part with the bumpy side down and take my Dresden tool and draw a thin line here to help me fold it over on itself like this. And then I will do this again a few times. So I need to create my stamens and I need to make them thicker on the top. Same method as we did for our anemone flowers, for our butterfly ranunculuses. We're just making our stamens out of wafer paper like that. Then I will take a pair of sharp scissors and I will cut little indentations onto my wafer paper. You need to do this step while your wafer paper is still soft and flexible, so it's not going to break while you're cutting out your stamens. Like this, I will cut the extra length at the bottom, leaving about 1 inch from my stamens to the base. Now, to create my shapes, I'm going to use an owl and my wafer paper glue. Wafer paper glue are just scraps of wafer paper melted in water, and that's what will allow us to create our stamens. So I'm going to apply a thin layer of wafer paper glue on the white side or smooth side of wafer paper. I will take an owl, place it here like this, and fold it over on itself. So I'm going to use an owl. You can use a toothpick to help me guide my stamens and create my base. So I'm making just a few layers. Then I'm going to remove the rest like this. Take my stamens off of my owl and twist it between my fingers. Now I have my stamens and my wafer paper base for my cherry blossom. So again, I'm just placing my owl here to help me start the process, twisting it over itself like this, removing the extra and taking off my owl. I will set it aside to dry, and when it's ready, I'm going to assemble that with my flowers. So I have my flowers, I have my stamens and my centers, and I'm going to take 2 layers to create one flower. Something like this. I will bring my wafer paper glue and apply a small amount of wafer paper glue at the base of both layers. Now I'm going to overlap my layers like this. Take a toothpick or something to poke a hole in my flowers first. Then I'm going to take a center, the one we made out of wafer paper, and I will assemble everything together. So I'm bringing my center through and just pinching at the base like this, creating my beautiful, delicate cherry blossom flower, fully edible and still leaving my stem. So I'll create a few more of this, just a touch of wafer paper glue, overlapping 2 layers first, making a hole and bringing my center, pinching everything together at the base. Now, to make my stems that I wanted to make out of wafer paper as well, I'm going to use gel color in the color brown and airbrush in color ivory. Choose something that you like that suits your design and take a piece of wafer paper. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You can use your scraps. I find that uneven edges look even better for this application. And I will start with coloring my wafer paper in a mixture of ivory and brown color. I will start painting on the bumpy side, a little bit on a diagonal, coloring my wafer paper in this more uneven pattern with different shades of ivory and brown. I want to have all these differences. If you have a touch of green, you can add that, or even yellow, whatever you have on your palette. So this is the back side. This is the bumpy side of my wafer paper. And for this cherry blossom, I wanted to make it darker. You can make it lighter, or you can make it any other color if you're making a different type of flower. And for the back side, I'm only going to apply my color on the perimeter, so or on the sides to make it stick. Now, to make my branch, I find it's easier to start from the corner. I know this is a very messy project, but trust me, it's going to look very good. So I will start on the corner, doesn't matter which corner. And I have a brush. You can use an owl or maybe plastic straw. I find that using a brush or something to help me get started is the best way to do that. So I'm creating this tube shape out of wafer paper, colored with all these different colors. And now all I need to do is to shape it. You can leave it like this. I find it looks better when I'm starting to twist my wafer paper on itself like this, bringing everything together and creating this thick wood-like branch out of wafer paper. You can roll it between your palms to make it thinner. You can twist it, you can shape it, whatever you want it to do. So this is the branch, or one of the branches I'm going to use for my cherry blossoms. When they're dry, you can attach them together. So I have a few different sizes. I wanted to attach 2 branches together. I'm going to apply generous layer of wafer paper glue on one of the branches, and then I'm going to press it firmly like this and make sure that my wafer paper glue is starting to melt a little bit. I'm melting and attaching 2 branches together. So you can do something like this, and this is made out of wafer paper, and you can see it's relatively sturdy, so it's not flexible at all, and it's not easy to break. So it feels like it's made out of fondant, but it's very lightweight. For my cherry blossoms, I created this shape, also attaching different branches together. And now all I need to do is to take my beautiful flowers made out of wafer paper and bring my wafer paper glue. So I will do the same procedure on my cut, just a touch to make it thinner at the end, like this. Then I will take my wafer paper glue to melt my branch a little bit. And it takes a few seconds for wafer paper glue to start softening wafer paper, so you can do this on all your flowers together. I just wanted to make sure that it's going to become very sticky and soft. Now I have my branch, and I will take my flowers softened with wafer paper glue, and I'm going to press them onto my branches like this. And you can see that the wafer paper glue is holding two pieces of wafer paper together very easily. You can see that wafer paper is very sturdy when it's dry, but when you're using my wafer paper glue, it becomes soft and flexible, and you can move it around. And my last one, somewhere on here. So now this is fully edible, made out of wafer paper. If you wanted to make it blend together a little bit better, you can take your brush with the brown color and paint your stems so you won't have any differences between your flower stems and your branches. Wafer paper cherry blossom branch, 100% edible, with all these beautiful textures and dimensions and our gorgeous stamens made out of wafer paper. Now you know how to make these beautiful textural wafer paper cherry blossoms. This technique is very versatile, and you can use the stems to make different flowers arrangements and shapes with using just wafer paper. Don't forget to download my template and easy tonic recipe in the description, and let me know in the comments what are you going to make next.